Now, in an interesting development, while most of us were dealing with Hurricane Sandy, Mickey Mouse has a brand new co-worker, Darth Vader. Let's take a look.
You killed him. No. I am the father.
That's a pretty scary coworker. Hopefully John joining me now on set won't be as scary as that. John, Jannarone in the paper while most of us were dealing with the aftermath of this this hurricane. Mickey Mouse and Darth Vader have hooked up. What's the details? What do we have for this new endeavor?
Well, by the way, I was dealing with that aftermath myself here in New York. But so exactly. While that was going on, we get an announcement late afternoon yesterday that Disney's bought Lucasfilm for $4 billion. It seems like a big number when you look at the amount of money the company makes, especially in the last couple of years when they haven't been making any movies. The price tag looks huge, but if you peel it back a little bit, I think it probably does make quite a bit of sense. Disney bought Marvel for about the same amount and probably about the same price multiple, and it's paid off quite well. And I think a great thing to look at is what happened earlier this summer with Disney's two movies, John Carter and then The Avengers. John Carter performed horribly, and it was an in-house Disney production. The Avengers, of course, is based on Marvel characters, and it broke all kinds of records and was, I would say, enough of a success to justify what Disney paid for Marvel a couple of years ago.
So does that mean, I mean, as a customer, as a client, and I look at what Disney does with this with this new product that they have, does that mean we're expecting some of the series, the Star Wars series, Indiana Jones? I mean, these are the things that they're going after, not just from the names that they can get, but potentially movies and franchises they could build off of from here?
Yeah, I mean, I think that well, the first movie's not going to be till 2015, so that's one thing I think that would give a few people pause. And the stock is down this morning, Disney stock, but they can do a lot more than that. They can sell more toys and T-shirts and that kind of thing. They're doing a fair amount of that now, but I think that Disney is a much more sophisticated marketing machine than Lucas was using whichever partners it has been over the last few years. I mean, Disney's all over the world. They've got theme parks in China. I mean, if there's any company that can take the most advantage of this property, it's Disney. So I think that there's probably, again, it's expensive, but I think that there's quite a bit to be excited about.
Now, if you also take a step back, you look at George Lucas. This is probably not the first time that George has had companies trying to claim his enterprise. I mean, take a seat. What kind of role will he have going forward? Do you think for him to finally sign on the dotted line, they're expecting him to be a very active partner even under the new group? Yeah,
I think so. I mean, I would think of it as something like some kind of creative, chief creative officer, something along those lines. I mean, I don't think he's going away. I mean, this is probably pretty near and dear to him. This is what has made him the person who he is, who we all know. But really, it is going to be Disney that is creating all the value here. It's not like we're saying, let's just roll the dice on George Lucas. The reason this is interesting is that Disney has so many outlets and has so much experience doing this kind of thing with powerful brands. And so that's why this combination works. It's a little bit unusual. I mean, normally if you look at a deal like this, you might think, okay, maybe there's some cost savings to justify it, but I think this might be a place where you can actually expect on the top line for there to be some some kind of synergies here, a little bit of that kind of magic.
Terrific. Well, John, thank you so much. Please make sure to read more of John's work on WSJ.com and on the Wall Street Journal